Gachibowli lands case expressed strong displeasure over the large-scale cutting of trees in the area. A bench comprising Justice B.R. Gawai and Justice Augustine George Massey questioned the actions of the authorities and warned that there would be no justification accepted for the environmental damage caused. The bench asked how the authorities plan to restore the hundreds acres of green cover that were reportedly cleared. It stated that the court was deeply disturbed by the video showing the destruction and made it clear that there could be no compromise when it came to protecting the environment. The court asserted that the balance between the development and ecological conservation must be maintained. The justices questioned whether permission has been taken for the felling of the trees and demanded a clear and direct response. They went on to warn that if proper answers were not provided, officials might face jail time, even stating that the temporary jail could be set up near the pond to detain those responsible. The bench observed that wildlife in the area was being adversely affected, pointing out the displaced animals were being chased by the stray dogs. The court noted that this situation was in direct violation of 1996 verdict and warned that any deviation by the authorities would be dealt with strictly. It emphasized that cutting down trees, even on private forest land, would be taken seriously. The justices clarified that the issue was not about the land encroachment but purely about the environmental destruction and demanded a clear plan for restoring the felled trees. The court expressed concern that hundreds of acres were cleared using several bulldozers without the necessary permissions and reiterated the need for a green lung in urban areas like Hyderabad. The bench directed that an affidavit be filed detailing the steps that would be taken to protect the environment and wildlife, and ordered that the status quo be maintained until the next hearing, which was adjourned to May 15th. In response, the Telangana state government informed the court that all ongoing work had been halted and assured that such incidents would not occur in the future. The government claimed that misinformation had been speared through the fake videos and argued that only certain trees exempted under guidelines were removed. During arguments presented by the amicus curiae, it was pointed out that the authorities had granted blanket exemptions and self-certified all their actions, which was reportedly contradiction to the Supreme Court directives. It was also revealed that the state government had mortgaged the land in question to raise the loans. The Telangana government in its counter affidavit stated that Kancha Gachibowli lands were not classified as forest lands and had remained vacant for over 2 decades, during which bushes had naturally grown. The government added that the lands were not listed as forests in official forest revenue records and lacked proper fencing. It also claimed that the wildlife sightings were due to birds migrating from nearby HCU lands because of the absence of barriers. The case will now be again on May 15th, with the court expecting a comprehensive affidavit outlining steps for environmental and wildlife protection.